out to Books to Life Marketing, the team making it all possible. They specialize in helping authors bring their stories to life through expert publishing, marketing, and media exposure. They're behind some of the most inspiring authors' journeys we've seen. If you are an author looking to elevate your book, Books to Life Marketing is the partner you want in your corner. And our guest today is Xiomara Rodriguiez. Xiomara, thanks for stopping by. How are you? And we're going to talk about the Jane Sparks trilogy.
Hi, how are you doing? I am doing great. It's a beautiful day here in Nevada. So I am doing really good today.
All right. So you are born in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and lived there till the age of 27, where you came mainland to the United States. Uh, Basically, a journey of process. And when you kind of look at things before we even get into the book, that journey, how much, a lot of people travel over to the US to the mainland earlier than 27, a little longer it took you to get there, right?
It took a while. I came to mainland USA because I joined the Coast Guard. And I was transferred from Puerto Rico to Coast Guard DC. And I was there for a while. And then I went to LA.
Okay.
And then many things happened in the way until I got here to Nevada.
All right. Well, fantastic. And so, why did you write this book? Tell me why.
It was inspiration. It was a 3 o'clock in the morning inspiration. It's the book, the Jane Spark trilogy is all three books that I wrote put together in one. So the characters woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, "Come on, it's time to do some writing." And they came to life in my mind and on paper.
Yeah, it's amazing how you come up with something, right? How did you just come up with it? When did it just say it was in your like what brainstorming had you made you think I'm going to write this?
I have been writing since the age of 9. Different things, and I got published quite a bit, and things just worked their way. I was not looking to write anything. It just things fell on my mind, and I know it sounds really silly, but things just came to me at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had to put them on paper.
Yeah, amazing what 3 o'clock can do, right? You're like, okay, I'm going to do this. This sounds interesting. Let me go tackle this, right?
It's not what you want to do at 3 o'clock in the morning. At 3 o'clock, you're trying to say, "Let me go back to sleep. It's too early. Let me go. I need to
But
sleep."
I heard there's something interesting of 3:30 in the morning. I am a big fan of the morning show on Apple TV, and the alarm went off at 3:30 in the morning. I've done it sometimes since then for my business, and it made me have a really productive day and went to bed earlier the next day. So it's because no one was up. It's a perfect time not to be interrupted.
Exactly. Nobody interrupts you at 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's asleep. The house is quiet. You could type. I have an amazing husband, and he woke up, he saw me typing, and he said, "Okay, time to turn around and go and do something else."
So what was your inspiration? You kind of woke up in the morning, but what
Well,
inspired you after the story kind of put together? Because once you have the idea, it doesn't mean you're just going to go ahead and run with it.
I served in the Coast Guard as a Coast Guard investigator, CGIS, for 10 years. If you ever saw the show NCIS,
Yes, I
I
have.
that's the job I used to do for the Coast Guard.
Okay.
So I did that for 10 years, and in the back of my mind, that was always there, creating a character that would be uh law enforcement like I
Yes.
did. And things it's I created this idea of two twin sisters that did not know that they were twin sisters. They did not even know that one existed from the other. And one is an FBI agent, one is a lieutenant in the San Francisco PD. And then out of something happening, they find each other and they have to solve two mysteries. One, why were they separated? And the other one is who shot the FBI agent? Why? So that's the plot that begins to thicken as things happen. And in my mind, I was looking at, could this really happen? Is there a possibility that this could happen? And I went with it and ran with it.
Right. Who is your target audience?
My target audience is anyone from the age of 9 to 95 or 100 that wants to read, that wants to enjoy themselves, that want to escape for a couple of minutes from the reality that we all live in. It's a fast reading book, and you could just take it, sit down with a cup of coffee, with a lemonade, and just sit down and relax for an hour and a half, and just forget about everything around the world.
That's important, right? We need to do that at times to
Yes.
escape, to escape for sure.
It's a
Um,
escape book.
yeah, yeah.
There are books that are, and I love them, that you have to really think and you everything. And this one is, oh, I'm enjoying this. I got a cup of coffee, I got a lemonade, I got water, I'm outside or sitting in my bathtub or whatever, just relaxing.
Right. And that the relaxing is a lot of fun, no doubt, in so many ways. And once you relax, enjoy, you kind of get that peace-filled audio in your back, and that's the
Yes.
cool thing. What do you hope for readers to learn after reading this book?
That there is there is we're talking about it, a relaxing time, that there is a moment that you could take for yourself and read something that is just entertaining. It's just plain downright entertaining. That's all there is to it.
Oh, totally. I get it because for sure, for sure. Was there a time when you thought writing and publishing book was a pipe dream?
Yes,
Why
I
is that? Tell me why.
I have a drawer full of rejection letters. It's to the point that one of the companies that I sent my book to, the cover letter that you send to
Yeah.
people, they send me back the cover on my own cover letter. They said, we're not interested in your book. Thank you. On my own cover letter.
Oh, oh no.
So you receive that and you say, oh my God, this will never happen. When you get your own cover letter with their handwritten say no thank you go, wow. But you have to continue. If you have a dream, you have to continue. You just can't sit down and say, well, they didn't like me, I'm going to give up. No, that when you get that kind of letters, that's when you say, okay, you don't like me, somebody else down the pipe is going to like me. I know that. And you just continue going and going and going until you find that person, because it's there.
Exactly. And it's there, and it's waiting for you in so many
Yes.
aspects.
You just can't say, well, oh my God, they send in my own letterhead and no thank you note. No, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you that you were wrong. It's going to happen. It's going to be there, and I'm going to go after it.
Exactly. And go after it, and you go after it. You did.
I did.
And that's fabulous, and that's the thing. And what do you tell people that are afraid of rejection and say no thank you, I just can't do it?
It is hard. Rejections in any form in your life is hard, but you cannot let that bring you down. You go and look at it and take 5 minutes or an hour, and you say, okay, this happened. Now I'm going to breathe and move on. Because once you have a dream, you have to go after that dream. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. I'm going to be 75 next month.
Oh my goodness.
75.
Wow. And
And
you just said I'm still doing this.
I'm
This
doing this. No matter what, I'm doing this. And sometime, someday, somebody's going to look at my book and say, you know what? That will make a really good TV show.
yeah.
Somebody's going to look at the book and say, that will make some really good TV show. But if I hadn't put that book out there, that possibility of somebody saying that's going to be a good TV show would not
Wouldn't
have been
happen.
there. It's not there.
No doubt, no doubt. And so you go through that process, and then finally you didn't get no more rejections. You got published. Now you've multiple goals we'll talk about, but but that what do you think is the most satisfying from writing this book and the fact that you realized your dream? How satisfying was it?
It's amazing. It's great. But you know what the most satisfying moment was? Showing my book to my great granddaughter and having her sit down and read it.
Yes.
My 9-year-old great granddaughter saw the book and asked me, Nana, is that you? And I said, yes. Can I read it? And she sat there on my lap to read it. Do you know how proud I am
Oh,
of that
yeah.
moment?
You got to feel great. It feels awesome.
It feels so awesome to know that what I have done is going to follow in my great granddaughter's life and path.
Right. And it's going to be something that's more important than you ever can imagine. It's like that the legacy you're bringing
Yes.
down, and now people are going to remember you. And a book brings your life forever. It lives on forever once you write a book.
Yes, it's sitting right there and it's in a couple of libraries and it's in a couple of bookstores and it will be my legacy forever and in the
Um,
hands of my great granddaughter.
So we are talking about in the green room about the reason you're out here promoting this book is because this huge international release happening where people are going to get to see you in one of the largest, your book in the largest book fairs. Talk about that, book festivals.
Yeah, it's my book, the James Sparks trilogy, is going to be at the Frankfurt Book Fair starting in October 15th through the 19th. The Frankfurt Book Fair is one of the largest in the world. And I imagine a little girl from Puerto Rico having her book in the Frankfurt Book Fair. What?
Yeah,
Wow. You know?
I think it's more cool than cool. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That
and
little girl that was 9 years old writing because I was forced to write by my teacher. And I started writing and I said, you know what? I like this writing stuff. And I was 9. And right now at 75, my book is going to be at the Frankfurt Book Fair, the large one of the largest. And who would have thought? Not even me.
no, why would you? I mean, like it seems like there's no way it could happen.
And then all the rejections in between.
Oh my goodness.
All
You
those people that said you
you
can't do
said
it, you can't do it.
there
Here
was there was
I
there
am.
was there was no give up. And
No, here I am. I'm still here. My book, it's here. Yes.
and that's fabulous. That's something that, you're going to never forget in so
No,
many aspects. I mean, and for sure. And talk about the process of getting approved for the Frankfurt Book Fair. It's not easy, right?
it's not easy. It's not easy. But once I got into the right hands of publisher, they have been pushing, and I got into with Book to Life, and they're pushing the book and pushing me, and it's comfortable. It's comfortable. It makes you feel like okay, people do care. There are people out there that do care about writers like me. And
Right.
I'm thankful for them being in my path. And I'm thankful that they saw my book and said, there is a possibility in this book.
Yes, an amazing possibility, which is exciting.
It
I mean,
is.
I, so like the process, let's talk about that. As an author, you write a series and you say, I've accomplished this, but you don't want to stop,
No,
right? And the work doesn't stop in promotion after your book's out. Explain that to authors because I don't think they get it.
you finish a book and you copyright it
Right.
and you start sending it to people and you start getting your rejections, or and then one day you wake up and there's this email saying, "We would like to publish your book." And you read it about 10 times and you say, "Is this for real?" So you go back and you say, "Are you for real?" And they, "Yep, we are interested in publishing your book. We feel like your book is a good book. We feel that we could do something with it." And then there's a marketing agent that sends you an email and calls you and says, "We're interested in marketing your book." And you say, "Is this for real?" It is. And then one day I get an invitation to your show. Oh my God, I'm here with you. Oh my holy God.
And that's
Wow.
something where, I never thought 15, it'll be 15 years when I first tried my dream in December to today, to know how many people are so excited to be on my show and how we've grown. And I know the numbers that you got are even higher now. As I was talking to my syndicator, we're doing 3 million an hour. So you're getting that radio story out there everywhere, plus all the media, all the podcasts, everyone that gets to see this, the SEO process. So this is what's amazing when you get to meet these people and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm putting a team together so that my story can live on forever."
Yes. Yes. And I thank you for giving us that opportunity, for opening that door for people like me and saying, "Hey, come on in. We could do this together. Come on."
Right. And it's funny. It started out in education, and it's repeating education. I have a story about, as a former educator myself, I started the show when I owned a tutoring business, and it was and we just started picking up some syndications. It was just in the beginning, and the station gave me my shot, wanted it to be more like education. I said, all of this is education. What are we mistakenly? We got to talk about the ins and outs and kind of things in education and bore people, or do we want to be educated by somebody like yourself that talked about the Coast Guard, talked about your story, talked about all these different things, and that in itself is rewarding because people are able to finally know someone's story, and everyone has their opportunity, especially with these sound bites of shortness, for sure. And I'm so glad. What do you want? So, like, never giving up. That gives me such a thing. I was like looking at right now, hitting my IMBD Pro, looking to grab some more celebrities to come on the show, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just send it. Or, I really want this. Why don't I reach out? We never should be afraid to take a shot.
You are so right. We should never be afraid to take that step. We should never be afraid to move forward. Is it going to be hard? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right?
Oh, 100%.
It's going to be hard, but at the end, the feeling in your heart of the accomplishment, the feeling of sharing who and what you are and being able to open doors for other people and giving the hand to other people is just amazing.
It's more amazing than you can imagine, and that's the great thing. And to look back and say, hey, there's another opportunity today, and I want to live life to the fullest. And I
Yes.
think that's what you're showing yourselves in your 70s. I didn't want to mention your age in the interview, and that you brought it up yourself, so I'm at least I'm polite, like saying, oh my goodness. But you have the energy level of somebody a lot younger than you are, and you have the goal and drive that a lot of people don't even have in their 30s right now, because you have a purpose.
Thank you. And, in the process of getting here, in the process of being here, in the process of growing, because every time you move, you grow. Every time you open a door, you grow. Every time you meet a person, you grow. I don't know if you know, there was one of my biggest accomplishment, in addition of having a beautiful and amazing family, six great grandkids, amazing husband of 44 years. It's just wow. I was able to be the co-founder of a small, tiny nonprofit organization called Tu Casa Latina that helps undocumented men, women, and children that are victims of domestic violence and violent crimes with their immigration paperwork.
Oh my.
Imagine all those people that suffer, that have been abused, that have been battered, having an opportunity to be able to move forward in their life and open a brand new door for their lives.
Totally. Powerful.
It is,
Absolutely powerful. Oh, I mean, and I want to thank you for those the sharing that. And how do people get involved in the foundation? I mean, especially right now, where people that are American citizens that are not being treated fairly if because they do not speak English, and they're meant to be in this country and protected in this country. Your organization's here to help.
yeah, just go online to casalatina.org. It's there and it will give you all the details on how to help and how to help people that, because you look at what's happening, and we started this organization 10 years ago. And it started because of someone that needed the help because they were battered and they were undocumented and they
Oh
had
my gosh. Yeah.
no way to go, nowhere to go. That's how it started. And it has helped so many people be able to move forward and be able to get what they need and be able to feel safe.
Yeah. I commend you in so many ways for that organization. And how so you said a small organization. What are your biggest challenges for people to get the help needed?
Oh, it's just getting them out of the shadows and be able to move forward. And right now, we're pushing everybody back into the shadows so deep that it's, people are afraid to come out and say, I was battered. I was in a violent crime and somebody hurt me badly and I cannot get any help.
My
We
goodness.
have to, we have to, we have to open our hearts and our minds
Yes.
to help our fellow humans.
Yes.
We have to.
We do. And and the thing is, that's the thing, humanity that brings to place that we wish we could have humanity for all human beings, regardless of their political background, their ethnicity, their sexual preference, any of those things.
Any
That
of
would
those.
make it. And you would flat out say, even though you came from Puerto Rico, which I know is an island. I'm not. I know it's part of the United States, but other countries in the world still don't have the freedoms enough either. So as the world, we have to become better.
I hope, I hope every day that we could continue to move forward and be more human.
Because we don't think of the other person that's there. That's the truth. We don't think of what they're doing. We just think of ourselves, and we can't just think of ourselves. And we have to think that the decisions that are made, even if they are helping us, are they helping everyone? And that's hard. That's a hard thing because I guess the way we're made as humans. All right, best thing. I'm glad you spoke about the nonprofit. I'm very excited to go check it out. Now tell me how people can purchase your book, and then and everyone that's going to go to the Frankfurt Book Fair, they got to remember.
Book.
Yeah, there it
That's
is.
the book. There it
Oh, it's
is.
so beautiful. Your cover's beautiful.
Thank you. The book, you could go to my webpage, which is writer, xiomararodriguez.com. The book is there, and there are other things. There are hats and t-shirts and water cups and the first three books, and there are other things. If you go there, you could also go to booksidepress.com. It's there. You could go to amazon.com. So you have three options. But the option I will appreciate the most is if you went to writer.xiomararodriguez.com and purchase it from my webpage. Bad
Oh,
at pushing my own products, right?
exactly. All right. Well, we appreciate it so much, and thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.